Okay, have you had enough of this clown's funeral? This clown, I call him. Uh, now, of course, nobody cares. I mean, most people don't care. I should not even make this video because they will give him too much attention. But this is the kind of clowns that we have in Congress, especially this black clowns like this guy here. Hey, watch the liberals, shower compliments. They say things like, "It's the moral voice of America." It's not the moral voice. I don't need him to tell me what's moral. And you got the usual deluded white phonies like Pelosi and Clinton giving their weepy speeches, which is a bit of a sort of a bit of a break because then you listen to these black preachers who are like they're all like hysterical. Why do they scream like that? Don't they understand that this is not the way that you talk to people by screaming into their ears? Is it because they know that nobody really wants to listen to them? Is it because they know that they don't make any sense and nobody really gives a damn about what they say? Trump did not go to the funeral, which is a good thing, since this huckster, this thug with a suit, did not go to Trump's inauguration. I mean, how on the one hand you want to talk about respect and democracy, this and that, and then you're like you're the biggest douchebag, right? I mean, on the one hand they want to it's a great country, America's democracy, but then they are the most disrespectful, rudest people on the planet. The thing about the civil rights movement, it basically started out as a bunch of beggars, with MLK and this hucksters and a whole bunch of them. There were a bunch of hucksters. I mean, a bunch of beggars. Then they became hucksters, like Jesse Jackson, R. Sharpton. They basically as a way of I'll rub your back if you rub my back. Basically, I'm not going to riot if you donate money to my organization. And now, the so-called civil rights movement, they have become an outright criminal organization. They're blackmailers. They're blackmailers. If you don't give me money, like Sharpton has morphed into this now. If you don't give me money, I'm going to start riots. I'm going to call you racist. I'm going to march in front of your company. I'm going to make your life a living hell. Their politics really consist of intimidation and threats. And when everything else fails, they start looting, murdering their supposed enemy, which is of course always the white man. But that's because they're cowards. Because in the end, what they want the white man to give them money because they need the white man. Without the white man, they starve to death. Let's face it. This guy over here demanded affirmative action quotas. In other words, he wanted white people to pay for his lunch, his dinner, his home, his vacation, and of course, a nice new shiny suit. Because in the end, people like this guy are nothing more than pimps, hucksters, criminal thugs with a better looking suit. They just want to leech off the white man. When they do get elected by this black constituency, becoming more and more like African Bantustans, they end up still begging for money. Now you think that they fight for rights. I mean, back in the 60s, they were fighting for more black legislature. Okay, so you got the legislatures. So do something in your district. Start businesses, invest. It's yours now. It's your city. Detroit is your city. Atlanta is your city. Newark is your city. What do they end up doing? Well, the same thing that they always been doing. Beg the white man for money. And if they don't get it, it's riot, stealing, and murder. So here they are with their screeching voices, screaming, shouting, yelling at the top of their lungs like a bunch of maniacs. That's because nobody's really listening to them. And nobody should listen to them. Nobody should listen to the civil rights leaders except for these white liberal politicians who go along with the bullshit. And then they give this weepy speeches at their funeral. He's dead, good riddance. Good riddance.